of Dublin. There's the crowd, a huge crowd. They've been gathering here since early this morning because there's something about this clash of Cork and of Kilkenny that adds a kind of glamour to even a glamorous occasion like an All-Ireland final. And of course the usual gathering of Cork followers down behind one of the goals wherever the Cork team plays, be it hurling or football. That you will always find that little nest of Corkmen behind the goal to encourage their own and maybe embarrass their rivals just that little bit. But it's no one-sided idea, I needn't tell you, because down at the other end of the field are the black and amber colours of the men from Kilkenny. The Perfects are back. The Perfects are back. The Kilkenny Cats, the stylists of hurling. And they're back after being in the doldrums for just a few years. And many people wondering, are they back all the way? And I know that there's a confidence behind that Kilkenny camp that really defies description. Jimmy Barry Murphy, one of the great dual performers in hurling and football, one of the most popular hurlers and footballers in the entire country. And today, Jimmy Barry leads his men. He has figured as a member of the team so often. Today, he's the captain. Coming in to join him there on just to the left as we look at it is Shawnee Leary. And Shawnee, of course, this great-hearted forward, a man who was, well, doubtful if he would ever hurl again. There he is just beside Jimmy Barry Murphy, and it was a great wonder whether he would ever play hurling again. Tom Cashman there in the front, and there in the, just on the left now was Eamon O'Donoghue, then Tim Crowley, then, of course, Ray Cummins and Ger Cunningham, and Ger having his first taste of senior All-Ireland competition. And there on the right is Martin Doherty, all the way from San Francisco, but back here to do his bit for his beloved Cork. Now let's have a look at that Cork team again, and this is how they will line out. The centre field, interesting one with Tom Cashman and Tim Crowley. The style of Tom Cashman and the great-hearted hurling of Tim Crowley will be something to see, as also, of course, will be Ray Cummins' performance as full forward. And here come Kilkenny, Brian Cody. Taking his position in the centre of the bench, as much as to say, come on lads, gather round. This is almost it. Noel Skehan on the left there. Noel, one of the great hurling goalkeepers of all time. Successor to another man for whom such a title would fit so kindly, Ollie Walsh. And just coming over now, asking them to move over and let him in, is Ger Henderson. That's Ger, who will second from the left down there in front. He will be the man who will be marking Pat Horgan in one of the vital clashes of the game. And just a few of the lads still anxious to puck the ball around rather than come in and watch the Dicky Bird. Paddy Prendergast coming over and Christy Heffernan as well. And there we have the front line there, the men of Kilkenny who have such a great craft, a traditional craft in the game of hurling. Joe Hennessy there on the left, and then Ger Henderson and Noel Skehan, and then of course Brian Cody. And this is the team, as I say, that have the craft. They come from way, way back as the underdogs, if you like. Paddy Prendergast there on the left, a man who lost his place and regained it. And there, of course, the Fennellys, the Fennelly brothers. Frank Cummins is there as well, and away they break now and dance away as they go down to do the puck around in front of the Canal goal. And there is the Kilkenny team. You have Henderson's John in number 2, Ger in number 6. You have Fennelly's Ger in number 11, Liam in number 15. You have Brennan's Nicky on number 5 and Kieran on number 12. A real family affair. All eyes on the centre of the pitch. Number Number 8 on the right, Tom Cashman. Number 8 on the left, Joe Hennessy. I knew I'd somebody I forgot to shake hands with, says Noel O'Donoghue. And a number 9 on the left, Frank Cummins. Number 9 on the right, Tim Crowley. And the game is on. Cork the first to get into attack, and this is Ray Cummins. Ray Cummins high and over the bar. After 10 seconds of play, no Kilkenny man touched that ball. Ray Cummins opens the score with Cork 1 point, Kilkenny no score. And talk about a whirlwind start for Cork. Well, this is unreal. Golskeen's puck out is good. 50 metres out for the Cork goal. John Crowley's deflection to this side. Jimmy Barry Murphy. Paddy Prendergast coming across. This is Tony O'Sullivan. Ger Henderson in there. Paddy Prendergast hooped. Ball got up nicely there by Pat Horgan. John Henderson for Kilkenny. Ball breaks now to Tom Cashman. Shawnee Leary being tackled but gets his pass in, but Ger Henderson is in there to get it. Now it's Frank Cummins. Out to John Crowley of Cork. Going towards the sideline, but Frank Cummins is going to beat it. Out over the line, line ball for Cork, about 13 metres out from their own goal. And it seems that Dermot McCurtain has got a slight knock on the ankle in the very early stages. John Blake going to take this line ball just inside the 13-metre line. This is John Blake. Lovely cut. Frank Cummins getting it down for Kilkenny. John Crowley, who's been a busy man up to now. But this one goes out, and Ger Fennelly for Kilkenny is going for it, so is Tony O'Sullivan. Kilkenny man getting there. And here comes Billy Fitzpatrick with the shot. It's high and it's over the bar. The equalizer after 3 minutes of play. Billy Fitzpatrick, who plays up the top of the right, a great sharpshooter, and he proved it just there. Cork 1 point, Kilkenny 1 point. And here it is again, the shot by Billy Fitzpatrick and the point. And here's Ger Cunningham with the puck up. Oh, a very long one with the breeze. It's dropping about 25 metres out to the Kilkenny goal. And here now comes Tony O'Sullivan. He's penalised for turning around with the ball. Penalised for carrying the ball too far with that turnaround of his. And it's a free out for Kilkenny from about 30 metres out from their own goal. And Brian Cody is going to take it. Tony O'Sullivan into that one like a flash. He's wandering all over the place in search of the ball. And this time he was penalised. Brian Cody, one time a forward, but now what a full-back. Ball cleared out to the wing by Tom Cashman, but it is a line ball for Kilkenny. Line ball to be taken by Paddy Prendergast, and it's inside the Kilkenny 65-metre line. Oh, didn't rise at all for him. Ball snapped up there very quickly by Kieran Brennan. In towards the goal, Martin Doherty. Under pressure over there. But with coolness, it's outfield again. Here's Shawnee Leary coming in search. Here's Ray Cummins, he's got it. Shot that's high, and it's gone to the left and gone wide. Did you see that? Shawnee Leary coming out like a terrier after that one, pulling on it first time, and in then to Ray Cummins, who didn't quite finish it the way he wanted. Golskeen with the puck up. Ger Fennelly 100, but so also John Crowley, Pat Horgan and Ger Henderson. And the ball got now by Ger Fennelly. Lovely ball, but slightly to the left, and it's gone wide. And the score remains Cork 1 point, Kilkenny 1 point. Ger Fennelly, who came out from his centre position there towards the right in search of the ball, but like Ray Cummins a moment ago, not achieving the final result he wanted. Ger Cunningham, the puck out. Another long one. Gary tries to flick it down. Nicky Brennan gets it. Very near the sideline, and it's out off the Cork man, and that will take a bit of untangling. It's a line ball for Kilkenny, exactly on the halfway line. Dermot McCurtain in a tussle there a moment ago with Richie Parr. This is Nicky Brennan, a short one. Tim Crowley. Intercepted there by Nicky Brennan. And a lovely ball. Christy Heffernan goes, and look at Martin Doherty go up for that ball. Oh, what a wonderful piece of fielding. Shawnee Leary again. Dick O'Hara blocking it down a bit. There's a loose Kilkenny man or two around, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dick went it alone anyway. He does. Kilkenny with these short passing efforts of theirs. And lovely touch there by Ger Fennelly. Another go at it. And the other Ger, or another Ger Cunningham clearing it out for Cork. Very near the sideline, but added to indeed over there by John Crowley. But it is a line ball, and the line ball will be taken on the far side by Paddy Prendergast. This is a better one. Good cut. Richie Parr going for it. So also Liam Fennelly. Liam Fennelly scoops it in, and he scoops it over, and there's the lead for Kilkenny. Liam Fennelly getting that one very nicely indeed, and sending it over to make it Kilkenny 2 points, Cork 1. And we make it about 7 minutes gone. Just look at him now. Here it comes again, and no doubt whatever. Grabbed by Pat Horgan. The dangerous dropping ball. Ray Cummins trying to hold it but can't. Jimmy Barry Murphy. Into the centre. Paddy Prendergast is there. Survives a double tackle there, and he's penalised for carrying the ball too far. Nolan Gallagher penalised Cork for the same thing some minutes ago. And Tony O'Sullivan is going to take it. This could be a memorable point. And it's on the bar for another point, the equaliser scored by Tony O'Sullivan, and that is Tony O'Sullivan's first ever score in an All-Ireland senior final. Looks as if he got a knock in the nose there. It just looked as if there was a little trickle of blood on it a moment ago. Here is Noel Skehan once again. Billy Fitzpatrick across into the centre. Tom Cashman. Lovely touch there by Tom. Eamon O'Donoghue from way out the field now. Noel Skehan. Noel Skehan going in one of his solos. John Blake in there. And coming across now, getting it onto this side is John Buckley. John Buckley upfield with it. Nicky Brennan goes very nicely for Cork into Pat Horgan. Pat Horgan's puck is high, but it's also wide. And the score remains Cork 2 points, Kilkenny 2 points. And Pat Horgan, usually more accurate from shots like that, not getting there this time. Noel Skehan standing back for the puck out. Lovely one against the wind. Tim Crowley getting it down to, well, it winds up with Ger Fennelly. And now John Crowley. But the ball out over the line, and there is a line ball about 16 metres out from the Kilkenny goal, and Nicky Brennan looking very patient, waiting for the ball, and now issuing a few little instructions to Frank Cummins to move up closer to a loose Cork man, and Nicky takes the ball. Billy Fitzpatrick going across. John Blake. Ger Henderson bowled over there. Paddy Prendergast getting his stick to the ball. This is John Crowley from the halfway line. A lovely attacking ball. And brought out to the far side and cleared out to the far side there by John Henderson under severe pressure, as one might say. Line ball on the far side of the field with Tom Cashman cutting it in, not a very long one. Pat Horgan, Paddy Prendergast in there. And the ball seemed to be stuck to the ground there, but now it's Tim Crowley. Tim being chased. Tim takes his shot, he sends it high, and it's over the bar for the lead for Cork again, as Tim Crowley snaps that one up, and the score now, Cork 3 points, Kilkenny 2 points, after about 12 minutes of dogged play. No skiing once again. John Crowley out to the wing. Tony O'Sullivan. Now Shawnee Leary and Dick O'Hara are going for it. Shawnee gets there, but it's gone wide. Just run out of the shot there on the right was Nicky Brennan. But one doesn't think it's going to come their way immediately, because the pucking out is long indeed. Joe Fennelly for the Kilkenny men. Referee penalising Cork for a push in the back, and there is a free, and I must say one of the few frees in the game. A free dead straight in front of the goal, and it will be taken by Billy Fitzpatrick, who has come out from the top of the right position. It's about 35 metres out. And there it is, over the bar, his second point of the game, Kilkenny's third, and the sides are level at 3 points apiece after over 13 minutes of play. Ger Cunningham with the puck out. Oh, a lovely bit of overhead work there by Pat Horgan. Ryan Cody coming out now, soloing up the field, looking back to see is there a Ray Commons, and there isn't. And Martin Doherty coming up the field, getting it to John Crowley. Heading towards the end line, going down. And the umpire signalling a very definite wide, not even an argument as to whether it had touched anybody going out or not. Busy man today, Noel Skehan. And he's certainly doing very well against the breeze. Joe Fennelly getting the better of that. Martin Doherty. Christy Heffernan back out now to Billy Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick going through and pretends he's going to hand pass, doesn't take the shot, and he sends it over. No! The referee has penalised the Kilkenny man for overplaying the ball in his hand, and with a crucifixion-like look on his face, Billy Fitzpatrick comes back as the referee explains to Christy Heffernan exactly what happened, and there is a free for the Cork men from the 13-metre line. Here it is again now. Just watch him through. And, well, I don't know. It looked different the first time, but it certainly looked all right to me the second time. Anyway, the puck out, the free out has been taken, and this is Jimmy Barry Murphy. Jimmy Barry going through. He takes his shot. Noel Skehan saves it and gets it out. A long clearance to this side of the field. Noel in thundering form today. Dermot McCurtain with the ball for Cork. Brought down by Joe Hennessy, picked up by Ger Fennelly, who is fouled, and this is a free for Kilkenny on their own 65-metre line. Ger up like a rubber ball. Joe Hennessy to take it. It's high, it's out to the right, and it's gone wide. And the score remains Cork 3, Kilkenny 3, and we're just in about the 16th minute or so of the first half. And Ger Cunningham looking very worried, don't you think, as he comes to take the puck out. All he wants is the ball. Down it comes to Frank Cummins. Now Frank putting Kilkenny into the attack again. Brian Murphy knocked away from Martin Doherty, putting that one right into the crowd. Christy Heffernan, who's been following Martin, or maybe it's vice versa, going back now in search of Martin once again. Eddie Prendergast with the line ball. But no, the linesman has signalled, and indeed he had signalled early, I understand, as a Cork ball, and it's taken by Tom Cashman. And it goes to Paddy Prendergast, so they're quits. Christy Heffernan grabbing this one, and Christy going through now, out to Billy Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick shot blocked down and cleared out there under strong pressure by Dermot McCurtain. Ger Fennelly nicely tipping it back. Oh, the nice of a shoulder there that didn't do Tim Crowley the least bit of good. Ger Fennelly. Ball knocked down, and Martin Doherty has it again. Nice pass out to Dermot McCurtain. Jimmy Barry. Ray Cummins. Jimmy Barry. Up to the wing to Sean O'Leary, and that's blocked by Noel Snehan the first time, and they're in there on top of them. And out comes Kilkenny with the ball. Out comes Paddy Prendergast with the ball. He's soloing his way up the field when it looked as if it must be a goal. Now the game is really on. That's what it wanted. A bit of sparkle like that save. And now we have Kilkenny back into the attack now. And it is a high ball that's gone over the bar, and the lead by Kieran Brennan for Kilkenny to make it 4 points to 3 in favour of the Black and Amber. Now, whether that ball hit the crossbar down the other end or not, I'm not sure, but here's this score anyway. Ball going out now to Kieran Brennan, and it's gone over the bar. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, back at the live action, it is Cork in the attack again. Dick O'Hara with the ball, getting there ahead of Sean O'Leary. Martin Doherty up like a ballet dancer there, but not with the ball. The ball to Christy Heffernan. Heffernan shot is good. Heffernan shot is a point, and Kilkenny lead now by 5 points to 3. Christy Heffernan out fielding there the agile Martin Doherty, and well, here it is again. The ball going out to Christy, scooping it up, coming into the centre, and there you have it. Ger Cunningham with the puck up. Tony O'Sullivan. Ray Cummins. Ray high and Ray wide. Well, that's 5 wides for Cork, 2 wides for the Kilkenny man. 5 points for Kilkenny, 3 points for Cork. And the points are what count. Noel with his puck out, another long one. Referee penalising Cork for some kind of an infringement there, kind of coming down on top on the far side of Kieran Brennan. And the free to be taken by Billy Fitzpatrick. And it has gone wide. Well, it's hard to believe, but these things happen in the best regulated circles. Kilkenny 5, Cork 3. Billy Fitzpatrick saddened, Ger Cunningham relieved. Oh, lovely bit of feeding there by Ger Henderson. Dermot McCurtain has lost the hurling. Out to Tim Crowley. Nice one across. Ray Cummins with it now. Ray trying for a point and Ray getting a point. And it is Ray Cummins the scorer, narrowing the gap to 1 point, his second score of the game. Kilkenny 5, Cork 4. Cork playing with a slight breeze in the first half. Richie Power grabbing the ball into his hand, and Dermot McCurtain is penalised for holding there. Richie Power, who did a lovely job of high fielding there with that one hand, going up to take his place, as Billy Fitzpatrick tries to right what happened a few moments ago. That line is the 45-metre line. And he does, he sends it over the bar, and that's his third point of the game. Kilkenny 6 points, Cork 4. It's a game that has sprung to life occasionally, but up to now, whether it is the greasy ball or ground or what, I don't know, though the pitch is in excellent condition, but somehow the sparkling hurling that was expected hasn't yet been produced. But there's a lot of game to come. And here's Paddy Prendergast. Referee calling back the play and awarding a free to Paddy Prendergast for a chop foul there. And the free will be taken inside his own 65-metre line by Joe Hennessy. Joe objecting to a Cork man whom he claims to be too near, but I think his angle is a little bit out, but not his angle with his puck. Look at that for his shot. And Heffernan gets it in. There's a penalty. There is a penalty for Kilkenny. A penalty for Kilkenny as Christy Heffernan got the ball, tried to hand pass it in towards the goal, but was brought down as he did so, and there is a penalty. Here is the rerun of how it happened. The high ball coming in now, and the tussle, and there is Christie brought down, pulled down, and here is the live action. Coming up to take it is Frank Cummins. For a moment it looked as if Christy Heffernan was going to do it, but it's Frank Cummins. The score 6 points to 4 in favour of Kilkenny. And John Buckley doing a little bit of gamesmanship there. Here comes the shot. The save into the hand of Joe Cunningham, and Joe clears it out the field. Could be expensive before day is done. Out over the sideline, and there is a line ball for Kilkenny. Back line, and it's in now to the hand of Christy Heffernan. Christy, a high ball from out the field, and a lovely point. Christy, who seemed to be losing the battle with Martin Doherty in the early stages, seems to have mastered it now, and that was a very nice point indeed. Making 7 points for Kilkenny. Cork, 4 points. And 24 minutes gone in this first half, which of course is 35 minutes short. And the Cork men beginning to get a little bit anxious because Jerry McCarthy, the trainer, pacing the sideline down in under us, but we follow the action. It's Shawnee Leary trying to get into it, but can't, as the ball is belted out over the sideline far side of the field. Line ball exactly on the halfway line for the Cork men. And it is going to be taken over there by John Buckley. Up along the ground, Paddy Prendergast, who certainly has been lording it over Tony O'Sullivan up to now. This is Richie Power. Richie Power's shot is high. Richie Power's shot is good. Oh, these Kilkenny men, how they've improved this year. Racing across from this side, over to the far side, and now it's 8 points to 4. Here it is as he goes across to the far side now and takes his shot, and he didn't even look to see where he was hitting it. He knew. 8 points to 4, Kilkenny the leaders. And Ger Cunningham goes fetching the ball for himself. John Henderson getting there quicker, and another bit of high feeding, fine high feeding by Christy Heffernan. Out to Joe Hennessy, running up on the loose. Joe is shot from Joe a point. Oh, the artistry is back in old Kilkenny, and Joe Hennessy racing up the field with that stride of a job well done. Kilkenny 9, Cork 4. Look at that for a hand pass, right out to the loose player who was moving up on the outside. A switch in the Cork team that puts Tom Cashman out at right half back and puts into the centre of the field John Buckley. Puck out, stalemate, ball out over the sideline, line ball for Cork. Mick O'Neill and Paddy Grace and Co look very happy over there in the Kilkenny dressing room area, the dugout. Well, we'll see how long the smile lasts. They certainly could be laughing out loud with this 9-4 lead. And Dermot McCurtain going to take the ball, the sideline puck. He calls for a replacement Hurley, and then they decide that Tim Crowley can take the shot, and he gets the replacement anyway. Ball over to Shawnee Leary. Won't come up to him. Comes back out now, where it is knocked down. Goes out to Brian Cody. Brian Cody up the far side of the field, hurling into the centre. And Christy Heffernan now going up and going through. And a high ball that is a good ball. And it is sent over by Liam Fennelly, increasing the Kilkenny lead. Liam Fennelly didn't look to have an awful lot of room there. He had it up and he made it 10-4. Well, the Cork men will have to put up their socks. All the style and brilliance of Munster, a little bit tarnished at the moment. Tony O'Sullivan robbed back there, but he gets the ball. Sends his shot in towards the goal. Ray Cummins can't hold on to it. Ball gone out towards the sideline. Sent back now to Tony O'Sullivan. Tony's shot is deflected out over the end line, and linesman or umpire Jackie Hughes going out to signal that it is a line or a 65 for the Kilkenny men, halfway between the goal on our left and the Hill 16 sideline. And Pat Horgan is the man to take it. (10-4) in favour of Kilkenny. High one, and it has gone over the bar for a point for Pat Horgan and for Kilkenny, and it's still double scores with Kilkenny leading by 10-5. Pat Horgan, who seems to hit the ball with such gentle ease as he takes these 65s, but they wind up very long pucks. Tim Crowley pretending he was going to bat the ball down, catches it instead. In it goes to Dermot McCurtain, who is fouled by a lunging foul there by Ger Henderson, whose name is going into the book of referee Noel O'Donoghue. It was lunging, tripping rather than dirty. No way could you describe it as a dirty foul, but it was a foul. And Pat Horgan, let's see how that gentle touch will work over this one, which is on the halfway line. And it has worked perfectly, straight over the bar from the halfway line. Pat Horgan adding to his 65 of a few moments ago, and the score now is Kilkenny 10, Cork 6. And the crowd getting behind the teams again. It's coming and going, these bits of excitement. Keaton Brennan. Ball coming down now to Pat Horgan. Eamon O'Donoghue reading that one well. Brian Cody snapping it into his hand. Over his shoulder. Still Brian. Still Brian. Now, what a solo run. He's 30 metres out from the Cork goal. Christy Heffernan getting inside his man. A shot that's right into Ger Cunningham. And Ger grabs it, but slips but clears. Oh, that deflection, an accidental one there, could be expensive. Eamon O'Donoghue, Tony O'Sullivan going out over the end line and wide. The score, 10 points for Kilkenny, 6 points for Cork, 4 points between them. And the crowd enjoying every moment of a tense All-Ireland final. Another long one. John Crowley tapping it down. Jimmy Barry Murphy setting the dummy. Nicely hooked by Nicky Brennan. And Nicky wins the battle. John Crowley's puck, a very short one. Ger Fennelly. Ger Cunningham bringing it out the far side. Getting his body between the ball and the chasing Liam Fennelly. This is Kieran Brennan. And Tom Cashman diving to block the ball down, but the linesman who was on the spot must have seen that the Kilkenny men had brought the ball out over the line before Tom got his stick to it. And Paddy Prendergast having one great game. Martin Doherty bringing the ball down but outpaced for possession. Oh dear! Ger Fennelly letting that one run a bit loose. Richie Power. John Blake. With Billy Fitzpatrick. John Blake. Frank Cummins. I was going to say all alone, but not for long. A goal! A goal! Frank Cummins sent it in, and it was deflected. And Heffernan, I think, got his hand to it. It was certainly deflected by somebody. In it goes from Frank Cummins right into the goal box. It's dropping down and deflected by Christy Heffernan, and the score is now Kilkenny 1-10, Cork 6 points. And here it is again from a different angle, and the ball going in towards the goal from Frank Cummins, and it was deflected by Christy Heffernan, and now we're back alive, and it's Christy Heffernan again. He's going through, he's getting ready to take a shot, and it is a goal by Christy Heffernan, and Kilkenny have run amok. Heffernan, 2 goals in a matter of a minute, has changed this game right around. Here it is again in slow motion. There's Christie, the hand pass goal, the controversial type of goal, but legal it is, and goal it is. 2-10 to 6 points in favour of Kilkenny. And here's Paddy Prendergast, 2-10 to 6 points, Kilkenny the leaders. Here it is again. Once again, hand passed into the goal, and Kilkenny lead 2-10 to 6 points. Pat Horgan trying to do something about it. Meanwhile, the linesman is giving a signal that one of the Kilkenny men, Paddy Prendergast, is down injured and he's being attended to, but the referee tells Pat Horgan to play on. Pat Horgan high and over the bar for the point, narrowing a gap that certainly is yawning. And at the moment, one of the umpires down there is having a word with the referee. It's Sean Morden, the umpire, is having a word with the referee, saying that in fact there's something going on down there between Brian Cody and Ray Cummins that isn't quite in the book. Anyway, the referee has gone down to have a word with them to say cool it, fellas. 2-10 to 7 points, Kilkenny the leaders, and deserving of it because of the opportunism of Christy Heffernan. Down comes the ball. Dermot McCurtain. And Dermot McCurtain penalised for carrying the ball too far. The referee certainly very keen on this one, and he has been laying down the law on it for both sides. Billy Fitzpatrick inside the 45. Very near half-time. The tie has gone over the bar to make it 2-11 to 7 points in favour of Kilkenny as we come to the closing stages of this first half. That was memorable for many things, but especially for those goals of Christy Heffernan. And the man from Glenmore doing that junior club proud. Here comes the puck out. There goes the half-time whistle. That's Tim Crowley in the foreground, and back behind you can see Bertie Oak Murphy. Bertie Oak and Joe Hennessy are having a little easy lads, easy. The referee, Tim Crowley, is so big that the referee can't see behind them. Well, the game is on, the second half is on, and Kilkenny out in front 2-11 to 7 points. Can they stay there? Richie Power into the centre to Ger Fennelly. Still Ger Fennelly. And that point puts them to 12 to 7 points as Ger waltzing his way past 3 or 4 Cork men as if they were nothing at all, stretching the lead to 12 to 7 points. And if Cork are going to do something about it, now is the hour. And Cork have made all kinds of switches in the forward line. We'll follow those in a moment when we get a chance to do so. And John Crowley gets a knock there as he was going up the field, and referee calls Ger Fennelly to one side and just puts him away from where he was. Tony O'Sullivan is gone top of the left for Cork, and Pat Horgan is gone right half forward. And we'll follow the rest of the switches in a moment as Pat Horgan takes this free and sends it over the bar from about 60 metres out from the Kilkenny goal, making it now Kilkenny 2-12, Cork 8 points. And Eamon O'Donoghue has moved out to centre half forward for the Cork men. So Cork, realising that the attack isn't doing what it should do, are trying to switch it around. And this is Bertie Oak Murphy. Nicely knocked down there by Dick O'Hara. This is Pat Horgan. Nice ball across the goal, but too high and wide. Score remains 2-12 for Kilkenny, 8 points for Cork. And it's Noel Skehan. Let's see how far he hits it with the aid of the slight breeze that's here. Well, believe it or not quite as far as against it. Ger Fennelly catching the ball high in the air. Billy Fitzpatrick getting there first. And he is put out over the sideline by the attentive John Blake. Who, in fact, is going to take the line ball. Nice cut. Nice pulling high in the air by Bertie Oak. John Henderson. Tom Cashman going back to try to get the ball. There's a Kilkenny man loose across in the centre, begging for the ball if Billy Fitzpatrick can get it to him. But Billy's shot goes in where Ger Cunningham saves. Tim Crowley down, but didn't go quite where he intended. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy. Just took that step too many. Frank Cummins with it now, shouldering Jimmy Barry off the ball, fair and square. But his effort was wide. That was a good old-fashioned shoulder, as they say, and no better man than Frank to deliver it. 2-12 to 8 points, Kilkenny leading. Long one, dropping about 35 metres out from the Kilkenny goal. Eamon O'Donoghue again, Ger Henderson. Richie Power up along the wing. John Blake back down again. Ger Henderson back up again. And Christy Heffernan again gets inside Martin Doherty. Christy takes a shot and Christy sends it over the bar. They better give him 2 All-Ireland medals if they win. He's playing so well. Christy Heffernan, the scorer of that one, and that makes the score Kilkenny 2-13, Cork 8 points. Well, I said a few moments ago if Cork were going to do something about it, now was the hour, but the hour is slipping away. Only 5 minutes gone in this first half, but Cork badly, or second half, but Cork badly need a few scores to get back in the game, but Kilkenny lording it over them. Billy Fitzpatrick tipping it out there to the waiting Richie Power, and Richie's shot with that ease and elegance that is hurling. Richie's shot right over the bar, and now it's 2 goals and 14 points for Kilkenny, 8 points for Cork. Ger Cunningham with the puck out, and again it's long. Pat Horgan gets it into his hand. They're trying to get a goal. Noel Skehan deflects it out over the end line at the expense of a 65. And I think Cork are going to do something about another substitution, but we'll follow the play until that happens. Pat Horgan is going to take the 65. Gerald McCarthy having a word with Dermot McCurtain on the far side. But now, the 65. Out to the right and gone wide. Well, he was doing a homer's act up in the first half, but the nod was there this time. It's still 2-14 to 8 points in favour of Kilkenny. Noel Skehan once again with the puck out. And looking at the flag, the tricolour on the far side of the field, it looks to me as if the wind has turned around to favour the Cork men in this second half. But they need a gale the way they're going now. This is Eamon O'Donoghue. This is Ray Cummins. This is Pat Horgan. Horgan's shot is low. It's blocked by Noel Skehan. Jimmy Barry is in there. Shot. And Noel Skehan gets it up quicker than you can say, Noel Skehan. Did you see that for brilliance, the way he got that up? Ray Cummins across now to the centre. And it is over the bar and the point by Tony O'Sullivan. Oh dear. That picking of the ball up on the hurley under pressure. Let's have a look at it again. Here it goes in. And look at Noel. Just watch him. Just watch Noel Skehan. Look at that for brilliance. Audacity. That's the only thing that could describe it. And Noel standing back now for the puck out as Kilkenny lead 2-14 to 9 points. Jimmy Barry Murphy. Ray Cummins coming out with Brian Cody. Shawnee Leary with the ball now, being chased out to the wing now where Eamon O'Donoghue is in possession. And he sends it across the goal mouth and wide. There's no such thing as loose play around the Kilkenny goal. Immediately a Cork man gets the ball, he is arrested by Kilkenny men who surround him, even Eamon O'Donoghue. Well, I'm sure Noel is very satisfied with that absolute touch of brilliance that we saw a moment ago. That was short passing there, Liam Fennelly. A dangerous ball. Ger Fennelly. A goal by Ger Fennelly. The icing in the Kilkenny cake, as Ger Fennelly took that one in the wrist of man alive who would have saved it. Here it comes down, comes out now on the loose, and here is Ger Fennelly going through. He takes his shot. Ger Cunningham can't get to it, and it is over. And now 3-14 to 9 points. And here now is Jimmy Barry Murphy. A shot, and Noel Skehan is there. Noel Skehan is tripped it, he's coming out. And he's down, picking himself up slowly but surely, and going back to change hurleys to take the puck out. Noel of the frying pan hurleys. Just look at the width of the boss of that hurley. And just remember the brilliance of that pickup a few moments ago. And it is, oh dear. Eamon O'Donoghue going to be written for a personal and a very personal foul on Ger Henderson. Ger Henderson to take this one, and it's just inside the Cork half. In fact, it's a change of mind, and it's Joe Hennessy who's going to take it as the Henderson boy walks away. It's high. It's brought down by Ger Cunningham out to the left there. Billy Fitzpatrick. Out it comes now to this side, Tom Cashman. Pat Horgan. Eamon O'Donoghue. Is it too long? It is. It's wide, and the score remains 23 points for Kilkenny, 9 points for Cork. 3 goals and 14 points. Cork, 9 points. Well, certainly Cork came with their tails up, as they say, but the dander was up in Kilkenny, as Sean Collason said to me earlier today, and it certainly looks as if it's going to win another All-Ireland for them. But let nobody write off any hurling game, no matter what the score is. We've seen teams come back from, well, greater arrears than this. Whether Cork can do it or not, whether they can refine the style that was Munster, well, we just have to wait and see. But right now, things not looking too rosy for them. Now they're in a huddle over there. Frank Murphy on the left, Justin McCarthy and Timbaland. They're trying to do something about switching this team around. They know there's trouble, but what trouble? There's a little mini committee meeting going on over there. Meanwhile, line ball for Kilkenny. Joe Hennessy. Dermot McCurtain. Ger Henderson. Tim Crowley. Ray Cummins. Nicky Brennan filling in a dangerous gap there for Kilkenny. Joe Hennessy won't come for him. It's gone out off him and over the line for a line ball. Bertie Oak Murphy to take it. And it is a line ball for Cork. Pat Horgan. And Ray just can't get to the ball today, but Noel Skehan can. This is Tim Crowley. So often a man who resurrects teams, but today things not going for him at all because Kilkenny are going that bit better. Richie Power and Dermot McCurtain. And Dermot McCurtain does an Noel Skehan on it. Tom Cashman. And it is, I think, wide. Yes, it's wide. So the score remains 3-14 to 9 points in favour of Kilkenny. And Ray Cummins waiting for the ball to come out, but meanwhile Dick O'Hara seems to be a bit shaken here on the right here. But no, he's up now and is all right and all is well. Referee penalising Frank Cummins for a foul there, and there is a switch as Kevin Hennessy comes onto the Cork team. Kevin, the young lad who played in the Munster Championship, lost his place for today's game to Eamon O'Donoghue, and he is going off the field is the wonder man of Munster, the young lad who still has a bright future, Tony O'Sullivan. Dermot McCurtain. Tim Crowley. Nice ball, high one and over the bar for a point for Cork, scored by Tim Crowley. But even the Cork followers realise that the path between 3 goals and 14 points for Kilkenny and 10 points for Cork is a long, long path indeed. .14 to 10 points, or 23 points to 10. And Kevin Hennessy is playing outfield, back now, but it goes to Tom Cashman. Ray Cummins doesn't, he does, he's got this one, hand passes it into the centre. Dick O'Hara gets his stick to it. That's the difference today, those little bits of daring that come off for Kilkenny. This is Bertie O'Murphy coming into the centre now, trying to get room to take a shot. He's getting very near the goal. He takes a shot that's right into the hands, but the referee, right into the hands of Noel Skeen, but the referee had penalised Kilkenny for a chopping foul there, and there's a free that Pat Horgan is going to take. And unless he wants to just to get his name in the paper, I'm sure he's going to try for a goal. Or at least to organise one, if not for himself, for some of his colleagues. Here he comes. Low hard, and that put of Skeen is there again. Noel Skeen, and the referee calling for the ball and awarding a free out to Noel, and what a great game he's been having. And he indeed has recovered sufficiently to go back and change his hurley, take the free out himself. 14 to 10 points. Kilkenny the leaders. Richie Power. And another one of these shots from way out the field by Richie. Ger Cunningham gets his stick to it. This is John Blake. Bertie O. Up along the sideline, but over the line, and line ball for Kilkenny. Pat Horgan, Paddy Prendergast alongside him. Nicky Brennan. Oh, a lovely shot. Jon Borg would have been proud of it, but that was Ger Brennan. And here they go again, those little touches. This is Billy Fitzpatrick. And the shot has gone over the bar for another point, a curling one there, and it is a point to make the score now. Kilkenny 3 goals and 15 points, that's 24 points to Cork's 10. The style of the Munster Championship absolutely blunted here by the brilliance of a really fine Kilkenny team. Look at this, they seem to be able to do everything. Liam Fennelly. Ryan Murphy out to this side. Pat Horgan, Paddy Prendergast, Liam Fennelly, Gerard Fennelly. And breaking it up, John Crowley. This is Kevin Hennessy. Points don't interest these lads anymore. Eamon O'Donoghue is held there, and there's a free in for Cork from the 20-metre line. And to take it, well, Jimmy Barry looking somewhat dejected at this stage with Nicky Brennan alongside him, but to take it is Pat Horgan. Will he try for a goal again, or can they knock down the Kilkenny wall with Noel Skeen in there in the centre? No, Noel has done it again. He's blocked it down, but it's gone out over the sideline, or over the end line for a 65. And Pat Horgan is going to have another goal, this time from way out. Well, if there are two men that Kilkenny can thank for their long lead today, one is at one end of the field called Noel Skeen, and the other is at the other end of the field called Christy Heffernan. This lad, he's Pat Horgan, just going to take it. And look at that, everything. Ger Henderson tapping it down there to Joe Hennessy. John Crowley. Dermot McCurtain, so subdued today compared with so many other games. Pat Henderson there in the background, That is the coach of the Kilkenny team, and what a job he's done. Not only has he got two brothers out there, but he's got 15 stalwart hurlers. Dermot McCurtain. Out now to John Blake. Jimmy Barry. Bertie Oak Murphy. In towards Jimmy Barry. Bertie Oak, who's been hopped off there like a yo-yo. Nice and fairly, let me add. And here's Eamon O'Donoghue trying to get through. He's working his way through. He's almost in Cork, but he's got the ball in, and the referee signals it's a goal. It looked as if he made a long, long journey in there, but he got the goal, and the score now is Kilkenny. Still, here is the replay. We'll have a word about the score in a moment. Here it comes, and Eamon O'Donoghue getting the ball. Here he comes. Through with it, and as I say, he was halfway up Patrick Street going through it. The score 315 to 110, and now back come Kilkenny with Richie Power sending it over the bar at 316 to 110. I make it 20 minutes gone in the second half. The scoreboard 25 points to 13. Can we have a grandstand finish after all, this game that in the second half has looked so one-sided? Well, it's not for want of trying. Frank Cummins. This is Pat Horgan. Out over the sideline, and Paddy Prendergast is the man to take it just inside his own 45-metre line. He's quite willing to take it further up the field, but the linesman says back behind the 45-metre line. And the referee says, hold on there a second. Frank Collins has come on the Cork team, and Dermot McCurtain has gone off. Dermot, you may remember, was limping in the early stages of the game. One of the first tussles he had, he seemed somehow to get a knock, and he hasn't been quite right all the way since then. This is Tom Cashman. Bertie Oak Murphy. Oh, look at that. Even falling they can do it. Joe Hennessy up now along the wing. Nicely taken there and sent in by Kieran Brennan. This is Ger Fennelly. Billy Fitzpatrick racing out with John Blake. John gets there. This is John Crowley. Cork getting more into the game in the last 5 minutes or so, but not making any great dint on the scoreboard or anything like that. Whether the fact is that Kilkenny are leading by so much that they have eased off a little, but who eases off in an All-Ireland final? The referee going over to put the players back because the linesman has decided it is a linesman's ball. Now it's gone out, and he has now decided it is a Kilkenny ball. And the line ball to be taken on the far side of the field by Nicky. Ooh, Nicky, a very poor one indeed. Jimmy Barry Murphy coming through. Still Jimmy Barry Murphy. Dave Cummins trying to get it out to the wing. But in comes Nicky Brennan and grabs it for Kilkenny. To Ger Fennelly. John Crowley is after him. Liam Fennelly is there to help. Frank Cummins is there to help as well. And Christy Heffernan, who seems to have some kind of an iron wall between the ball and Martin Doherty, gets the ball out to Richie Power, who once again, without even looking to see where he's hitting the ball, the touch of an artist, his fourth point of the game. Kilkenny making the score now, 3 goals and 17 points, which is 26 points, to 1 goal and 10, which is 13 points for Cork. And about 23 minutes or so gone in the second half. Johnny Leary's puck doesn't even go half as far as he normally sends it. Ball goes in and is cleared out by Joe Hennessy. And the line ball to be taken by Tom Cashman. Just inside the Cork 65. Ooh, my fingers. Dick O'Hara, no drawback, perfectly fair. Ball out to Pat Horgan. Jimmy Barry goes in and the ball has gone wide as Jimmy Barry looked for a moment as if he had got in behind the defence and was going to dribble one into the net, but no, it went wide. 317 to 110. Kilkenny the leader. They are now about 11 minutes away from the final whistle. Double scoring, 26-13. Goal skiing. John Crowley. Ben Hennessy. Out now to Tim Crowley. Tim being chased by Frank Cummins. Ooh! And the referee penalises Paddy Prendergast and has a word with him for the stopping tackle there on Tim Crowley, making his way through. Free to be taken by Pat Horgan. 35 metres out from the Kilkenny goal. He's looking for instructions from the sideline. He gets them and they say, take the point. And the point he takes is greeted with virtual silence as Kilkenny lead with the score 3 goals and 17 points to Cork's 1 goal and 11. Ten minutes left in the game now. Now it's Bertie O'Murphy. Bertie O'Murphy tripped on his way up. And free for Cork just outside the Kilkenny 65-metre line. Tom Cashman in a hurry going to take it. Well, the hurry seemed to have worn off him. Oh, an accurate one. And a lovely bit of fielding by Brian Cody. The mighty hands of Ray Cummins, not so busy since the first 5 minutes of this game today. Here's Ray now. He takes a shot and sends it over the bar, getting a point, making the score now 26 points to 15. Or if you prefer, Kilkenny, 3 goals and 17 points. Cork, 1 goal and 12. About 8.5 minutes left in the game. John Crowley getting the ball. And bottled up there as he was coming upfield, Frank Collins. And the Cork men really in a hurry now. Frank Collins. Ray Cummins. And Ray takes a shot. And the umpire signals it wide. Referee gave him the advantage there. He was tamped down a bit on there, but the referee waved on the play and gave him every advantage. Meanwhile, it is Noel Ski. Kevin Hennessy. A probing ball. Is it too long? It is, as an energetic Sean O'Leary tries to get in behind a standing and far from reluctant Dick O'Hara, who kept the little Corkman from getting to that ball. Ball out into the centre of the field, a switch in the Kilkenny forward line with Richie Targ on top of the right and Billy Fitz at right half. That's Joe Hennessy. Martin Doherty. And Christie Heffernan again. Christie going through. He takes a shot that's low. Well saved by Ger Cunningham. And Jimmy Barry misjudges that one. Ger Fennelly. Martin on the ground there, Martin Doherty. Tom Cashman's clearance, short and accurate. And Ray Cummins sold a dummy there by Brian Cody, who pretended he was going to pull on the ball, and Ray was going to anticipate where it was going, but well, it didn't come off for Ray, it did for Brian. Noel Skehan once again. 3:17 to 1:12, Kilkenny the leaders, and within 6 minutes of the All-Ireland title. Tom Cashman trying to fill a gap there. And the ball off a Kilkenny stick, and it is a Cork ball. Tom Cashman takes it. Sean O'Leary. Nice bit of ducking there in under Dick. And now back to Pat Horgan. And they can't get it past him. Noel Skehan blocking that point-blank shot by Pat Horgan, and Noel all up in the air with the air of success. Well, Tom Cashman is going to take this 65. Monarch of all he surveys in there. I thought for a minute he was going to save the point. He didn't. A point for Cork, now just 10 points between them. Kilkenny, 3:17. Cork, 1:13. And 5 minutes left in the game. 3:17 to 1:13. And back comes Kilkenny again. Frank Collins' clearance. Paddy Prendergast. Frank Cummins. And here he is again. Here he goes. Christy Heffernan brought down. And it is another penalty. Another penalty, this time for Kilkenny. And this will surely be the icing on the Christmas cake. If, of course, it goes in. Well, standing over the pole now, Billy Fitzpatrick. Here is the foul. No question whatever about it being a foul. Down he goes, and penalty. Here it comes now. This, in case you don't know, Billy Fitzpatrick. And Billy taps it over the bar. The things you do when you're winning in All-Ireland the way they are. Kilkenny leading now with the score. 3 goals and 18 points to Cork's 1 goal and 13. And Ray Cummins gets the ball over to the side to Bertie O'Murphy. Back down to Kevin Hennessy. Ouch! And again he saves the ball. Again he clears it. Noel Skehan. I don't know which of them is going to be king, Noel or Christie. And this is Frank Collins. He's held and there's a free. About 3 minutes left in the game. And one of the Kilkenny men down. I think it's from sheer exhaustion. It's Joe Hennessy. He's up, and in fact the referee has decided that it's a hot ball, throws it in. Pat Horgan tried to work his way through, gets it now to Kevin Hennessy. Hennessy takes a shot, and here's another one from close in. And it's gone wide. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that end of the field, but in the first half, Christy Heffernan was the king, and in this half, there's no doubt that Noel Skehan, he deserves the ovation. Listen to that. That ovation is coming from behind the goal where Noel Skehan is playing. And away now come the Cork men again, but oh boy, what a drop the Cork team have got. The team that lorded it so much over Tipperary, over Clare, and also over Waterford, against the team that struggled in the early stages of the championship, but today have produced the hurling magic that is Kilkenny. And here he is, Noel, enjoying every moment of it. And what a contribution he's made. Stopwatch ticking over now. Liam Fennelly, Brian Murphy, Tom Cashman, Pat Horgan, and yes, he gets to it all right. But this is Joe Hennessy. Ray Cummins trying to get after it. Joe still backing away. Tom Cashman. Just to show there's plenty of heart in him yet, he passes the ball into the centre, not quite where he wanted it, but anyway it went to Bertie O'Murphy. Kevin Hennessy. High one for Kevin, a wide one for Kevin, and Noel Skehan dances with a certain amount of justifiable glee. Now there's a crowd rushing onto the field. The crowd rushing onto the field who think the game is over, but it's not. There is a crowd rushing. They are into hug, kiss, and what have you of Noel Skehan, but Noel would very much like to puck the ball out. Jim Tracy in there, a former star, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks very like him. Anyway, it is Noel Skehan now with the stewards. Please clear the pitch. And Noel looking for room. The referee being queried by Ray Cummins as to what time there is to go, and I don't think there's any. Referee appealing to the crowd behind the goal, will you please or otherwise get back behind the line? Because I am sure that when the final whistle, or when this ball is pucked out, the final whistle will be heard as it drops into the centre of the field. Certainly, if the watch that the referee has is the same as mine, that's what will happen. Oh, puck out the apple now. Well, he deserves an apple for the way he's played today. Referee looking up, but now he had an apple, but he doesn't have a hurling ball. I think somebody must have acquired, shall we say, the ball when they came in to hug Noel. And now here comes a ball for Noel. Referee looking at his watch. There goes the puck down into the centre of the field.
Stay in, lads, now.
Tim Crowley tries to get to it, comes out this side. Kieran Brennan. High to the right and wide.
There you go.
Well, we're in extra time now. You see the crowd there a moment ago ready to pull themselves straight into the middle of the field. And the puck out by the goalkeeper, Jeff Cunningham. We are now going through the final motions of winning an All-Ireland. Christy Heffernan, John Crowley, and there goes the final whistle, and Kilkenny are the All-Ireland champions of 1980. Okay, it may not have been the scientific brilliance right through, because the competition was gone out of the game way early in the second half. The final score, Kilkenny 3 goals and 18 points. Cork, 1 goal and 13, 27 points to 16. And how the magic was produced by Kilkenny, and how 2 men, more than anybody else on the field, did their stuff. That was Noel Skehan in the Kilkenny goal, and of course, Christy Heffernan, who was the Kilkenny full forward, who in the space of 45 seconds got 2 goals that turned the game right around. But in handing out the bouquets, let's hand out one to a man who wasn't even on the field. The coach, Pat Henderson, whose know-how, whose reading of the ability of the Cork men in Munster made his men do the things that, quite frankly, wiped the Cork team off the face of the All-Ireland map today, much as they were brilliant throughout the Munster Championship. They're here, the black and amber, the Kilkenny men are here to see if their county can do what they did a year ago.